Hello, my viewers. Welcome back to the channel. And by the video title, you know what this video is about. My eyes are red. Because I was outside, I forgot to bring my visor. I was outside hooping. We played basketball outside for like 3 hours. 3 hours. We went up like around like 2 o'clock and left like at 5 something like that. And I bring my visor most of the time. Sometimes like that, but sometimes it'd be like it don't be as hot and the sun don't be shining as much, but the sun was shining like that, and then had my eyes looking bad, like a Ganado from Resident Evil 4. My eyes red like that. I saw it this morning when I went to the restroom like that. Maybe I'll put a hot towel on it after this video. But today's video is about Darnell Wright. Should the Steelers draft Darnell Wright, offensive tackle from Tennessee? Darnell Wright, he's a 6'6", 330-pound tackle. He's a pillar. He's going to be a foundation out there on the line. If the Steelers was to take him at 17, in a couple of mock drafts that I did, he was always there at 17, and the Steelers, you know, I kind of passed upon him at first a little bit because I thought the priority was more, you know, safety and stuff like that. But after us getting Keanu Neal, and now they might just roll with Keanu Neal to KZ probably, especially if Branch is not there in the first round for you to draft. You might as well just roll with Keanu Neal and KZ because they're veteran presence. Those guys are capable of being the starter, and they're very solid players as well. Or the Steelers might go a different route and maybe just take a linebacker first. But I believe they most likely they might take an offensive tackle first. That's the most concerning need. Now, if the cornerback they want is not there, or they feel like he can maybe fall to the 32nd pick, you can just take offensive lineman, the first pick now like that, and Darnell Wright would be a perfect pick to take in the first round. He's 6'6", 330 pounds. He's a pillar. He's going to be a force to be reckoned with. He's great against the bull rush like that. So he's very good in pass blocking. And in run blocking, he's pretty good too as well. And he's athletic, so he can get to the second level. And he can go out there and make plays at the next level on the field too in the run game like that. He might not be as quick, of course. He's 330 pounds, like, of course. He's not going to be as quick. But he's still very impactful and still a very good player. He's projected to be probably a first-round pick, of course, top 20 pick. And it'd be great for the Steelers to, you know, add him to the team like that. But I think the priority probably is offensive tackle now. At first, I was thinking the priority was probably cornerback initially at first, but now if you kind of look at it a little bit, I think cornerback is a high priority, probably like the second underneath offensive tackle. But I think OT is necessary to get at early rounds, either first or second, especially if you have some highly graded guys like him, Darnell Wright, Broderick Jones, another guy who's going to be very good. Of course, Peter is another guy too as well. And you have guys like that, you gotta take those guys. You gotta add them. Like if they on the board, you gotta draft those guys. Those are gonna be generational type offensive linemen and stuff. So bringing those guys in will be very good. But also cornerback, we got a lot of different cornerbacks out there. You know, Gonzalez is my favorite cornerback in the draft, but Joey Porter Jr. is also good. Devin Witherspoon is good. Banks is good. We got a lot of different cornerbacks. Keely Ringo. This cornerback draft class is very deep, so you could actually wait to the second round. Well, our second pick is basically the last pick of the first round. Is kind of considered a second round pick because I believe the Dolphins lost their pick because of that little tampering thing. But 32nd pick, you can wait there to get a cornerback, or you can wait to the 49th pick and it still be highly graded because the cornerback draft class is so deep. So the Steelers could wait, or they could go in and maybe draft the cornerback first. But I think offensive tackle is maybe the most main need because, as I mentioned before in the past videos, the closer you are to the ball, the more impact you have on the game. Of course, everybody make impact on the field and stuff like that. I feel like the closest people to the ball make the most impact. So the guys on the line of scrimmage, bounding the line of scrimmage, like I mentioned before in the past, if you can win a line of scrimmage, you're going to win a game most likely because you can win the line of scrimmage on offense. You can run the ball. And what run the ball do? Opens up so much for the pass game. Especially if you have an elite level quarterback, they can go out there and make it look very easy. When you win the line of scrimmage on defense, what it do? It wreaks havoc against their quarterback and it causes them to make mistakes and you know, get sacked, strip sacked, you know, interceptions and etc. like that. So I feel like the closer you are to the ball, the more impact you have. So the Steelers kind of mixed the formula up a little bit. You know, they kind of built an O-line. O-line looked pretty good last year. The second part of the season after the bye week, they looked better in the run game and stuff. And now the Steelers added some more guard and they add some more depth to the O-line too as well, like that. Add some rotational pieces and stuff. So it's gonna be pretty cool because Herbig and Isaac should have a big role. You know, next year, like this year and this season is coming up like that as a guard, and then we can go out there and draft the offensive tackle. That'll help the O-line out a lot. And then, you know, our D-line, you know, is very good. You know, Cam Hayward, Larry O.G., DeMarvin Leal, and of course, you got the edge rushers and T.J. Watt, one of the best ever to do it. I feel like, you know, he's getting to that point, really, because he almost had he's at like, almost 80 sacks in like 5 or 6 years, which is crazy. And then Alex Highsmith, who had an amazing season last year, should have been a Pro Bowler like that. So we got a lot of pieces like that. And then the quarterback, he's getting into his own. Kenny Pickett, I think he'll have a sophomore jump in year 2. He has been training. We see a lot of videos of him training. See a lot of things of him like just getting better and better. It said the reports of him working out and stuff like that, just balling out and playing and just trying to like hold himself accountable. Like, last year, of course, he had the opportunity to come in like week 5, week 6, like that. And he didn't play the best in the first half, but in the second half of the season, he played better and better, started being more poised and being more confident, more patient in the pocket as well, and started making plays. And we've seen some big-time clutch plays from him as well against the Raiders, against the Ravens and stuff like that, and see him like put the team like kind of like just go out there and just grind like that and just like play amazing football. And I think year 2, when he get the full offseason reps, because last year, he was sharing with Mr. Trubisky. Sometimes he had the second team reps, Mr. Trubisky had the first team reps because he was kind of like put as the starter a little bit. Then they was both sharing stuff. But this time, Kenny Pickett gonna be the bona fide starter. There'll be no extra like quarterback controversy to like slow the growth of Kenny Pickett, I meant to say. And I feel like year 2 gonna make that big sophomore jump. So look out for that, guys. Kenny Pickett gonna make that big jump, get the full offseason first team reps. And then start in week 1 like that with their offense, and the Steelers most likely to draft the receiver or something like that as well, too, to add to the mix a little bit. I think the team is very promising for next year. But Darnell Wright, if he's available, and the Steelers is the 17th pick and they see him, you gotta take him. This is gonna be a very good player right here. So that's my opinion on that. And there's some other players too that I feel like the Steelers should maybe take, of course, later rounds. Like Javon Dexter could be around that 2nd to 3rd round range, but maybe I think maybe more 3rd round range like that. Because most time you see him like a lot of different mock drafts. You see him going around like the 3rd round, like that 3rd round range, maybe late 2nd round range like that too as well. And he'd be very good too. I feel like he'd be a sleeper pick. Kind of too, defensive lineman from Florida. So it's a lot of players in this draft who can be sneaky picks because like they got a lot of depth this draft. Last year draft class had some good guys too, of course, especially receivers and stuff like that. But I feel like this year draft class, the cornerbacks, the defensive side, basically, of the ball is very, very good. The offensive side, of course, too, like that. But the defensive side, the D linemen and the linebackers and the cornerbacks are the bright points. And then, of course, the offensive linemen. Some guys like 5 or 6 of them like that who's going to be generational like that. I feel like they can go out there and make a big impact on your team. So if Darnell Wright from Tennessee is available at 17, the Steelers should look to try to take him. But that's all I got for this video today, guys. If you like this video, leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Peace out.